The U.S. moon landing, real or fake? Why are there so many doubts? Before answering this question, let's set aside national sentiments and first discuss the capabilities and strength of the United States. The United States, formerly known as the United States of America, was once a British colony. Due to various factors, it gradually rose to become a powerful country and demonstrated its military strength during World War II. At that time, apart from the Soviet Union, no other country could rival it. On July 20th, 1969, the United States launched the Apollo 11 spacecraft, successfully landing on the moon. Astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first humans to set foot on the lunar surface. Although technology at the time was far less advanced than today, the event was broadcast live to an audience of nearly 600 million worldwide. In fact, during the Apollo program, from Apollo 8 to Apollo 17, every mission's activities were broadcast live globally. Unfortunately, most regions in China lacked the means to watch these broadcasts. At the time, U.S. technology was already at least 20 years ahead of the rest of the world. Recently, however, some have questioned the authenticity of the moon landing. From my perspective, these skeptics lack the ability for independent thought. On the day of the moon landing, tens of countries and over 600 million viewers watched the broadcast without raising doubts. The Soviet Union's Luna 15 probe, which was also on the moon, did not question it. Viewers who watched the broadcasts of Apollo 8 through Apollo 17, from launch to recovery, did not doubt it. Tens of thousands of engineers of various nationalities who participated in the Apollo program over the past 50 years have not raised doubts. Even the world's top intelligence agency at the time, the KGB, didn't dispute it. The Soviet Union, a rival in strength and keen to find flaws in the US, did not question it. Soviet cosmonauts who docked with Apollo 18 didn't doubt it either. Billions of visitors who have seen the Saturn V rocket and Apollo spacecraft in exhibits haven't doubted it. Global experts conducting laser measurements and lunar seismic studies have not raised concerns. Subsequent lunar probes, including China's Chang'e 2, also did not question it. More than 100 countries that received Apollo lunar soil samples have not expressed doubts. Yet this monumental human achievement is now undermined by certain online theorists who claim to have evidence discrediting the moon landing. Even the sacrifice of Apollo 1 astronauts Ed White, Virgil Grissom, and Roger Chaffee seems forgotten. Skeptics often focus on questions like why stars are absent in the lunar sky, why the flag appears to flutter, or why there are peculiar footprints, without considering the scientific explanations behind them. Before making such arguments, could these individuals first establish their credibility in physics? Using reasons they themselves might find absurd, they pretend to grasp the so-called truth. It's laughably tragic. Many people may not know that, to date, only one spacecraft has left the solar system, Voyager 1, launched by the US in 1977. Humanity's greatest space telescope, the Hubble, launched in 1990, is still operational today. US missions like Mariner, Mercury, Curiosity, Mars, Galileo, Jupiter, Cassini, Saturn, New Horizons, Pluto, and Parker, the Sun, have provided invaluable insights. In fact, 70% of the astronomy knowledge taught in schools and books is derived from these missions. Are these missions fake too? Your knowledge reserve determines your understanding, which in turn shapes your worldview. While the US is undeniably powerful, we must acknowledge its excellence. At the same time, China, as the Eastern Dragon, is equally formidable and has made groundbreaking advancements in astronomy. The Apollo moon landing should not merely be viewed as a US achievement. Such a perspective is too narrow. Science transcends borders, and the moon landing represents a monumental accomplishment in the 5,000-year history of human civilization. As Neil Armstrong said when he first stepped onto the moon, "That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind."